And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Tight end now in motion. It's roll and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. That third down pass was going in hot before it fell to the ground.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
They're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team
aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hauls it in. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. That's caught. It's Peppers. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Nice move there. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They had the... before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 32-yard. On the play, and it'll be a first down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Music note. Music note. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized.
False start, offense.
The official was offered the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Open space at the 25. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. He might want another play. They'll toss it to the left. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Banner. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Notre Dame! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Coming out with it, it's Peace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Give to the running back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually need it.
He'll get up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble him.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Trying to get behind the defense. He holds it in and nobody's close. Touchdown Irish! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half. put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Catches it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Down to 2 minutes before the half. They'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Complete to the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He moved the throw away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there.
Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the shotgun, and hand off to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. 2nd down, he'll throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's King. They make the stop. Right, pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clinton. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Townsend. At the 31, it is a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. 22, Water. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. First half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to swing it on second down. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Take away and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Heaves it on the run. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They finally make the stop, and that will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Making side adjustments here. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Turns it on in midfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh setup. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Caught behind the line. It's Peppers. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Stanford has it back. The Cardinals. Offense returning to the field. down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. A strike downfield to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the move. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds a man on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Wide open downfield. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Touchdown! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be...
It's a seam wide open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Booker. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Bettis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun to give. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Rudolph. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D-lineman already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on first down. Fires left. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that